now joined by McKinney North's girls soccer head coach Lance Lovell. Coach, thanks again for joining us here on the program. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Going into this season, obviously last year you won your first 2 games in the playoffs, 2 hard-fought wins against Frisco Centennial, and then an impressive 4-1 win over Carrollton Creekview in the second round. You lose to Frisco Liberty in a shootout, 4-3, just 1 goal separating. And you have a lot of girls back from that team last year. How's that loss going to help them, with their determination and drive this year?
Well, Frisco Centennial they were a tough opponent for us. It was good to have them that first round game because our district is a little light. So it was fun it was really a good thing to be able to get them that first round because it focused us and the team. And then the second game we came out, as you said, we played Carrollton Creekview. It was a 4-0 score, and the girls just played lights out in that game. And then Frisco Liberty was that third one, and that was a very roller coaster, heart wrenching, difficult loss. It's always difficult to lose a game in a shootout. But coming back this year, I lost quite a bit as far as starters are concerned from graduation. So really, from last year's team, the starting group from last year, I really only have 5 players from last year's starting group. So, what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to get better at the younger age. The younger girls coming up from JV, the freshmen coming in and playing at the varsity level. The last year's freshmen coming up and being, now being sophomores, stepping it up and contributing on the varsity this year is what we're going to need.
You've had a great season so far, 6-0, 6 games down, 6 wins. You played in the Duncanville Kickoff Classic and won that tournament. We'll go ahead and show some highlights of that right now, of your championship match against Duncanville. And we'll talk a little bit about some of the players and how well they're playing this year. Now, you have a young group of players, especially in the back right now. And what are some of the things that you try to work on with them throughout this season to get them more used to playing that role at the varsity level?
Well, over from last year, we lost three of our starting defenders of our back 4. So this year was trying to find, who can step up and play at that level, at the varsity level. At a very important position that the defenders are, whether it's the center back or outside backs or whatnot. Basically trying to find those players who have the mental capability of coming in and actually playing at that level, but then also showing them, teaching them the game because they're very young, teaching them the game and getting them going to be able to be successful at that level as well. That's been the main thing that we've been working on this year so far is improving skill, improving possession, improving game knowledge, the game itself.
Now, on this opening goal that you have, we've shown the highlights of them kind of passing around the back, working the ball around. They kind of get Duncanville to overcommit a little bit, and that's going to spring you ahead to score here in the first couple of minutes of this game.
Well, that's what I've been stressing. With the girls coming in this year, there's I don't want to say limited knowledge of the game, but just their ability and their coming together as a unit really is what I've been stressing, and this is a great finish to what I've been stressing here. This was the first 2 minutes of the game here, that last highlight that we saw, and other than Duncanville's 2 touches on the ball, we held possession for almost 2 minutes, and obviously it was also a good thing to be able to score off of that long possession, but really just holding possession of the ball until we see a weakness, until we see as a team coming together where is their weakness, and then we attack that weakness. This last highlight that we just saw there was us giving the ball away, but then we quickly pressed up and put pressure on their defenders and caused them to make a mistake, which resulted in a goal there. So that was a good win for us as well, for the kids to be able to see that hard work pays off.
And then this final goal that we have here was a nice setup from the outside space in the field around. You get the cross in, and it's a tap in from there. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of teams, they just like in soccer to basically kick it forward and let your star forward or whatnot use their speed to chase around and get the ball. It's much harder in high school to keep that possession, but your team's able to do that.
We are. We've done a really good job of getting better at the possession, and that's what I believe is in the game of soccer, possession, how much you hold the ball, and then be able to read the game and read the other team and what they're doing defensively. And then, like I said before, attacking their weakness, attacking what they may overcommit to, and then we attack the weakness in that. But that's what I've been stressing with the team for years. And that video clip that we just saw is a very good example of what possession does for us.
Now, Sabrina Martineau is a player that has really come on strong at the start of this year. She already has half of her goal total from last year. What have you liked about her play?
Sabrina's been doing great. She's come in. She's playing the center mid and the stopper position, the holding midfield position there, and she's a junior. She's one of those girls that works hard all the time. She's very smart, both on the field and off the field, and that translates into being able to read the game and understand what needs to be done. And she's got great skill. She has the ability to bring the ball down out of the air, settle it down, and then play off of that second touch, or even play one touches. As you saw in the video, she was able to play a lot of one touches to keep the ball moving accurately. So she's done a very good job. I'm very impressed with her.
Your goalkeeper, Clarissa Ledesma, has also had a chance to play in the field some this year because now you have two goalkeepers. You're able to play them half and half, and that helps Sabrina to be able to get a little experience on the field as well.
Right. Clarissa Clarissa being able to step on the field as well is definitely helping us fill some holes, fill some needs that we have, because she's a very, very skilled field player as well as being a good goalkeeper. But we have, for the first time in my career at North, we have two goalkeepers on varsity now, two very good goalkeepers on varsity now. So that allows me to do some different things and allow them to play half and half during the game, and then both of them being able to step out on the field and contribute on the field as well instead of just in the goal.
Now you have three good non-district games coming up of some tough opponents. You have Lovejoy and the two Wiley schools, and Wiley made a deep run in the playoffs last year in 4A. Those three games, were you looking for that to help with your team moving ahead into district play?
Well, it's going to be a challenge for us. The games that we've played so far, we've used those games. We're sitting at 6-0, and we've used those games to get better. Because I knew that we needed to be able to play some games to where we can have the opportunity to get better as a team, to get cohesive as a team. But now, rolling into district, we have 3 games before district starts, and that's what you just talked about, the Lovejoy, Wiley, and Wiley East, and those are going to be very, very good opponents for us to challenge us to get us prepared for district to start.
Well, Coach, it's been a good season so far, and we're looking ahead to McKinney North and their potential going into the district play in the playoffs. Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
McKinney North off to a 6-0 start on the season. No losses, no draws even just yet, but they have some tough opponents coming up. Be sure and go out to some of their games and show your support for this very talented girls soccer team.